Whoever have already subscribed, they will be definitely getting alert. So that's what I have requested you all to just subscribe it, okay? And I'm just sharing the link right now. In case, again repeating, you guys can just go in case network issue. Now, the topic what we are discussing, how to log in. So let me just share the full screen, just a minute. Give me 1 more minute for this. Okay, so hope you all are getting the screen. Now, first thing, you have done the setting in the putty. You came the next day, how you are going to log into the server. Okay, and what could be the challenge? Both things we will be discussing. So in this, right now, I have to just, if you see in the bottom, there is a putty shortcut is there. Either you can double click in the location, the download, or whichever location you guys have it, or simply I have it in my desktop, this thing will. Now, what was the name I have given? If you guys remember, it's a data one. What is data one? It's an alias. That can be any name. What I have to do, simply double click on it. Again, I'm repeating, simply what we have to do, just double click on that. And if the server and everything is perfectly all right, it might happen that in the background, somebody, some activity is going on, and as a junior, we are not knowing it. It may happen. So what will happen? What kind of error will come? That also we will encounter in case server is down. So double click it. Now, we all know what to do. We have to give user ID and password. And default user ID password, we all know. Okay, so Oracle, this password. Now, next immediate thing, the challenge. Almost every one of us used to face saying that, okay, sir, this particular thing, the font size is too small. Maybe most of you are not able to see it. How to do the setup so that at least it is visible without just focusing too much on the content on the screen. So for that, you can just make a note of it, or you can just, you can go and just right click on it. Where on the top, whatever bar is there, and there is setting, see, change setting is there. And this is again one time you have to do. It's not that daily you have to just log in and do it. Though we are doing it very first time, we are learning very first time, this is the basic thing we are going to face and we have to resolve it. Now, here we have to go to which? By clicking on that, we have to come to Windows. And under that Windows, there is a, see, appearance, one option is there. If you're stuck here, if you're not getting it right now, maybe you can simply Google it and you can do it with your own. No need to just depend on me for this. Only what you're supposed to know that, okay, that font size can be changed. That's it. Just do Google and you will be able to fix it in a minute or two. Okay, so then after clicking on this appearance, there's a change. And the moment you will click on change, you will be getting all the, which font, what all these type of thing you are going to use. So give this, I gave 16 and you can give whatever font you want, but I'm just putting in this, give OK. But this only okay will not work. You have to apply it. The moment I applied, see, this thing got reflected, and hope you all are getting the font much more, means it's visible. Okay. Now, okay, Vignesh is saying my voice is breaking. Is it for everyone or for Vignesh only? Can anyone confirm? My
voice is clear.
Okay.
It's audible, sir.
Maybe issues from that's okay. So again, I'm repeating, if you guys have any issues, you can just have the link, you can go there to avoid this. Now, coming back to this thing, again, somebody was saying that can you please show me one more time? I have asked that time, so maybe later on you just try. Options are there, you can just Google it and do it. It will not take more time. Okay, now, right now we are in position that we have just logged in and sitting here. And we have learned only one thing yesterday is this. That's it. Now, that total, whatever the CPU uses and the memory uses, that is done. Now, just 30 seconds, I'm giving what all are these things. So these all are the program or the process running in the server. So depending on what type of project you will get, because as I mentioned, in IT, hundreds of different things are there. And what we are learning right now, in the first maybe 6-7 days, we will learn this is going to be common for whichever software industry you will work for, whichever. You can go for data science, yes, this is going to help. You name it in anything. Core IT I'm talking about. This is common for all of us. The specialization part will start after 6-7 days, something related to that. That is going to be special the database technology. But this is not the database only. This is for common. Just like till 12, we all normally means so we have to choose. So till 10, all the syllabus, everything is same. When we are just going little up, science, arts, commerce was there. Now everything is getting changed. But yes, so this is, you can say, it's a 10 standard thing we are learning. In engineering, whoever is just doing in first semester, whichever stream you guys are in, all subjects are common. So this is what we are learning. It's common for all IT professionals. There is no specialization. This is just the basic stuff we have to know. Next. So depending on what I was saying, depending on what kind of project you got involved on, this process or the program might differ. So differ in the sense, if you are into maybe Oracle technology, so Oracle processes you will be getting here. If you are into maybe Java technology, so Java related processes will be there. If you are working on the middleware, something, the term maybe WebLogic. So these are the new term, maybe first time you guys are listening, you may go bouncer, but these are the common word we used to use in the IT industry. And that is the reason I'm just keeping few words. So later on, you should know, okay, what they are talking about. So here, depending on the different kind of project, different type of domain, this process name will vary. Type of, just like I was sharing yesterday, Windows. In Windows, we are having what? There was a browser. Chrome was showing. Zoom was showing. Because these are stuff running, these processes. So it was showing in the task manager. Same thing here also. And the same thing in Windows. You can compare. See which one is taking much more resources. In the top one, whichever is there, see this process, whichever this process is taking much more resource. It's already there. Memory, what percent? The percentage is there. CPU, everything you'll be getting. See. So you will come to know which process is consuming more resource. Though nothing as such is running in the server, that's what almost everything is showing you 0.00 or something like that. But in real life, if something is going to be loaded. I'll show you once we will go a little bit advanced. The CPU percentage will increase. Right now it is showing you 99% idle. So nothing almost is there. So that slowly we will come to know, okay, load means this. CPU utilization means this. So this is what we have discussed in last 10, 15 minutes. This is just to recap what we have done. So again, if you make conclusion what we have done, how to connect to server, what is stop command, nothing more than that. Now, Control C, Control Z, if you will do, you will able to just come out of that particular prompt. Okay, so after that, I was referring to the log file. To be more specific, we used to say alert log file. And this is one of the, you can say, the top thing we all should know. Now, what is the purpose? Why you are saying we all should be knowing it? And this is again, it may be core IT, non-core IT also. So can anybody share what exactly we mean to say? I'm talking about non-IT related term. If somebody will say you the log file, so what picture is coming in your mind? Anybody can unmute or just use a chat window. So it will help us to just go or have a little bit more clear idea. So where you guys are thinking right now and what we have to think after maybe 1 hour. So whenever somebody is saying log file, keeping in mind whatever in whichever situation you all are, what picture is coming in your mind? Can anybody share? None of you have any idea on that? If not, you can just type no idea at least. So I'll come to know whether you guys are typing or you don't have any idea. At least I'll take few messages. On the basis of that, I'll start. Okay, amount of time a person has spent on the server. Okay, you put good logic though. Detail. Okay, Prathmesh have just given the correct answer. Okay, see, nowadays almost in every industry, machines are being used, computerized. If some or the other, any challenge, any problem, we all have. Okay, Aman, I think you are aware with everything, so no need to reply. I know you have already almost done the advanced part. I'm not sure why you are here. Anyways, so the log file means in the server, whichever application, whichever programs are running, each and every program is having one file, and that file is going to keep the information about that particular program, when this program started, for how long it is running, whether it is running with some issues or no issues. If issues are there, some error code used to be there, that error code will come. That application may have 1,000 different type of issues. If some out of that 1,000, any 1 or 2 issues are happening, that time that will be written into that log file. When program will be down, that downtime will be written into log file. Maybe after 1 hour, you again started that program or that software. That entry also will be there in the log file. So if anybody approaching us with any type of work saying that I'm not able to access your server, or I'm not able to access the software. So this is going to be common for across industry. So the first thing what we have to do is to check whether the program that guys are mentioning, those teams are coming with, that program at all is active or inactive. Just listen very carefully. That program active or inactive means whether that program is running or not. First thing we have to check. Now, question, sir, how we will find out whether that program is running or not? Because in the Windows, we can just check by going to that program and it will be showing these programs are running. Now here, how to find out that specific programs or programs are running or not? We need to know the command. We need to know the technique that we have to learn. What else? In case it is not running, it's supposed to run. What you found by some command that this particular program or the application is supposed to run, but it is not running. You came to know through some command. What command we will discuss. Second thing, if the program is not running, two scenarios there. Maybe running, not running. You found it's not running. How you will able to check that the program is not running due to what reason? What is the root cause? And if you will able to find out a root cause, definitely you are in much more better position to do some activity so that program will be up and running perfectly all right. Because if program is not running, reason could be n number of reasons, maybe 2 reasons, 3 reasons. Out of 3 or out of 4, what is the main part due to that program is not running? If you're not able to solve it, at least you can inform your senior saying that, okay, sir, I got this error. Senior will know that, okay, what to do. So that much help at least you'll able to do it. Keeping in mind a few months or maybe 1 year's experience, maybe fresher. That seems like small, but that is a huge relief for your senior. So all the information, maybe the good or bad, good means everything is running fine. What information will give that impression that everything is fine? What impression will, which information will just give impressions that something is wrong? And that good or bad, right or wrong, used to be written in the alert log file. So the moment call comes related to some problem, what we have discussed, we go first check top command. Okay, it is less than 80%. That means we are good for that front. But still they are saying the problem. What else? What is the next step? Which part we will check the next? Next we will go and check the log file. Now the challenge is, if you will think, if I'll give you server and you have all log into this server, so immediate next question will be there. But sir, here how to find out where this log file is? Because in Windows, simply double click, there's that, within a second, few seconds, we will be able to reach it. But here we don't have that mouse stuff. It's not, we have to just type it. We don't have that liberty to just click and go there. So ultimately, to read that file, we need 2 information. First thing, sir, how we will recognize that this is the log file or alert log file? Who will tell you? To start with, Right now, I'm going to tell you, if you are working for a specific XYZ domain, suppose you are working for Java domain. So there is a standard across the industry. If you are Java related X server or X software, log location will be this, globally defined. For Oracle, suppose log file alert log file will be some location. First time I'll share with you, or whoever will be there in the project, they will share with you. Later on, you'll come to know automatically, knowing only one time. So next onwards, if somebody will say, okay, we are having a problem with Java, this application, can you please check what is the problem? You know where to check. But sir, it might be different n number of locations. How to remember all those things? As I mentioned, if you will able to go one, the standard is same standard will be there. Same standard under this folder, under this folder, under this folder. Only server name or main folder name will be changed, but inside it, exact replication. So only one time, first time you are going to get a little surprise. That's it. Once done, come 1, maybe 10, maybe 100, maybe 1,000 server. Altogether different thought. Okay, this server, okay, give me 5 minutes. You log into server, CD this, how I'll show you. Go to this location, just read it, copy, paste, send email. If you are on a call, your boss is asking, tell me what it's something urgent issues there. Can you please read it last few lines? Okay, sir, this. So while making this 30-second statement, what I made, 3 things I have said. I have to go somewhere. How to go somewhere? I have to read it. How to read that file? Because in Notepad or something, double click, file will open. Here is not the case. So if that is not the case, how you are going to open? How you are going to just read it? So that 3-4 command we are going to learn now. The first thing, how to go to specific location, or forget about that, how to go to specific location. How to create a folder or a directory in Linux server or Linux system. In Windows, right click, new folder, give name, done. How to do here? It seems very easy, and it is very easy. Sir, we used to create folder also. Yes. So, okay, folder I created. I'll show you. After that, you have to know how to create file. Just like in Windows, right click, Notepad, or whichever you will be getting, choosing, and done. How to create file over here. Altogether different way of creating file here. How to write into file. Sir, this is so typical. So you are mentioning that how to create file and how to write into. This is the common thing anybody can do. Yes, we are doing in Windows on the day in, day out. But same thing if I'll do in Linux or any Unix flavor machine, we have to follow some instruction. To start with, it will be little confusing, but the same thing you have to repeat and repeat and repeat. It is becoming maybe first attempt little bit confusion, second attempt, third attempt, fourth attempt done. You have to repeat this lifetime. So, do you guys think it's very tough? Whatever we have discussed, I have shared with you. Is it very tough? What is the response? Is it very tough, or it looks okay, sir? It's not that tough. Then I'll just show you. So whatever we have discussed, it's going to be pretty easy. But some start with few commands we have to just learn, and we have to just do it. So if you remember, if you go to document, there are the first, second page, there are n number of commands are there. And that command, whatever I have just given list, if you remember or if you do practice that list, 85% of the commands work being done in the server label, 85% will able to do it. I'm not saying expert, but whatever they do, normal activity, any professionals, IT professionals are doing, you will able to do it on that level. So slowly, few commands we are going to, whichever, keeping in mind, most preferred or most used command we will start with. Okay, now the very first thing, right now here you are sitting, but this is kind of, try to visualize the situation, all of you. You are in a city very first time and you went to one hotel, big hotel, and somebody just from your car to the reception, somebody, and this is very first time you visiting that hotel, they will put in the lobby and nobody is there in the lobby, and you has been asked to reach to some room. So what he will do? Nobody is there, no help, nothing is there. No guidance, nothing is written also. Just try to understand the situation. So you guys right now log into server already. You all are sitting on the server, but which, because server have maybe n number of folders, n number of directories, where you are sitting right now. If I'll ask, it's very tough for you guys to understand whether you are in lobby or you are in maybe some conference hall or maybe where you are. There is a big question mark right now, at least. So at least we need to get familiar with how to check where I am right now. Or in technical term, in which directory, in which drive we are into right now. How to check that part. So the command is very easy. And the command is known as P. If we are not using it, it will disconnect, as I mentioned yesterday. So how to reconnect it? On this white bar and go to restart session. The setting is in such a way that if you're not doing anything, sitting idle, you will be able to get out. Okay, so restart session. So you are logged in. Now, before going to that command, sir, this whatever is written, I don't want to put it. I want to clean the screen. Command is clear. Hit enter. All whatever is there gone. Next command, PWD. What exactly PWD? It's a department or government department or what? PWD, it's a present working directory. Where you are in lobby or which? So here simply the location is there. Home Oracle. But sir, what is home? What is Oracle? Who will let us know that what is the purpose and all? Just like if you click on my computer, there is a different drive, right? C drive, D drive, download folder, my document. So how you will come to know about all this? Did you came to know day one when you used computer? No, slowly you came to know about all these, right? And within that, which all are the folder default, like program or maybe specific software what we install that location. So Slowly you will get familiar with all these kind of things. Same here also in this operating system. Slowly you will come to know that, okay, this is home means what? Home is, this is one folder. This is under home, another folder. Likewise, we are having many things. But sir, I want to go to home folder. How I'll go? If it is Windows, I'll go simply here, double click. We all used to come to home. How to go here? So there is a command, cd ... You came here. Present working directory. See, present working directory is showing this one. No, sir, I want to go to that slash part. Same thing. Pwd. See, just like in Windows we have C. Within, can we go down line or below C? No, that is the starting point. Or if you can say the main thing is my computer. So before my computer, nothing is there. So just like here, slash is the ultimate. Everything will start with that slash part, just like C drive or D drive. Or you can say this like my computer. So simply what we have learned, how to go to one folder to within, from there to back. No, sir, I want to go to same, the location which was there few seconds back. How to go there? So cd / home, enter, cd what? Oracle. How to check? Question: why we are learning this? Answer: in Windows, why we are going to different folder? Definitely, either you need to install something, you want to write something, you want to read something from those directory. If you want to do reading, writing in the specific location, how to do? Until unless you will not come to know all these things, how you will come means do it. Okay, sir, that we got it. But next question is how to find out what all are the file or folder available in this particular directory. The slash home is one directory. Within that home, another directory is there called Oracle. Under that Oracle directory means folder, what all are the files and folders are available? How to check that part? Again, in Windows, click it, it will show the list. Whichever is yellow, it's a folder. Whichever is having some name, it's a file. Same thing how to do here. This command. LL, it's a long list. Just it will show us list of file and folder. If nothing is there, it will show us 0 file or some that information will be. See, only one. But sir, how to find out whether this is a file or this is folder? So two way is there. Though most of you are doing very first time, so if whatever is written in the specific line, though we are getting only one information here, it may be 100, it may be 1,000 thing will come. I'll show you all the stuff. So on that line, go to very first character. Very first character is what? D. Very first character. D means directory. So if it is written D, it's a directory. If it is blank, if just hyphen is there, it's a file. Just like in Windows, yellow is folder. No yellow or something, it's a file. Same, how to check, how to understand here. D means directory. No D, that means just hyphen, means it's a simple file. Sir, can we see both the thing in this? So to do that, suppose right now only folder is there. What I am going to do, we are learning again small new command, creating file. But condition is that file should not have anything. Question is how to create a blank file in Linux. So again, new command we are learning, and that is called touch. Touch, give file name. What file? Any name you can give. Suppose anything you can give. That's it. Now check. Can you all see the difference between these two? One is color differences there, definitely, but it may vary. That color maybe if another Unix operating system you are going to use, maybe AIX or Sun OS, it is going to be different. Right now we are using Linux. So whether I named two more like Sun OS and AIX. So if we will able to work in Linux, it's the same. Just like if you're able to drive Maruti, you will able to drive upper version, little upper version, little slight change, maybe 1%, 0.01% changes will be there. Same thing here. If you're able to work in this operating system, you'll able to work on any that whatever I mentioned, that AIX, Sun OS, HP UX, other. You'll able to work. There is no difference from the user point of view. Okay, so here we came to know, see, it's a blank. How to find out? Sir, you told us that, okay, 0, that means blank, nothing will be there. But how to find out the size? Just like in Windows, we used to get size, right? Right click, property, or in the left side, we used to have it. Whatever, if the moment you will put the cursor, or if it is detail mode, you will able to see what is the size of that particular file. How to do, how to check here, the same thing. Same thing, this particular column, what you are getting, it's a size. And size is 0 right now, it's showing. And unit is by default in byte. So 0 byte. So size of this is 0 byte. So what is the conclusion for whatever last 10-minute discussion what we have? We have learned only two things. Folder file, one, and the second thing, how to create blank file. Next, sir, how to read any file? Though it's blank, nothing will come. But what is the technique to read file? It's not double click and open. Just read it, cross, close, done. But here, that is not the case. So what is the case then? For this, we have to cat. Then whatever file name is there, you have to give that file name. You all might be thinking, sir, what you are typing, cat, touch, this, that. All these are, yes, these all are the command being used on the daily basis by the professionals. Hit enter. Nothing is there. That's what didn't show anything. Now, okay, sir, we got some idea about the folder, how to go from here to here, cd dot or cd folder name. We came to know the difference between file and folder here. We came to know how to create blank file. We came to know how to just read that file. Now, how to find out which all are the drive available in this Linux server. Number one. Number two, sir, how you are saying it's a Linux. If somebody will ask, because here, the moment you logged in, nowhere is written something called Linux. So how to find out that it is a Linux or Sun OS or AIX or HPUX? Just like in Windows, we used to go to My Computer Properties, it used to show. In our smartphone, we used to go to that About and it will show the full configuration, whatever. So at least we want to know which operating system is, what is the version, specific version we used to have. Windows, this, dot this. Same thing here. If you want to check, how to check? Very important. You name -a. What it will tell you? This is the physical server name what we are using, and all these detail, which version, what not. We don't know right now what is what version means what. We are not going to do this. But ultimately, question how to find out which operating system, with what server name, with what version you are working on. Uname -a. Somebody will ask, okay, can you please tell me what is the time on the server? Just like in Windows, we are just getting here, or we can go to date setting and all those kind of things. We can be able to see it. Same thing. What is the server time right now? And the server time may vary depending on which server you have connected to. If the server is in US, it is going to say the time of US or specific time zone. We all are aware about time zone. If it is in maybe Singapore, it will show the time for Singapore. But ultimately, I'm not going too much in detail, but simply I want to know what is the time on the server. But sir, why we are discussing all these things? These all are small things being used by us on the daily basis for this or that, means due to n number of purpose. And that is the reason we are discussing it. What is that? Just simple date. See, this is definitely, it's a UTC time zone. It's not India time zone. Right now in India, we are on the second, that is, it's see 1854 is happening. But ultimately, this is what is behind us. That's so 124 noon. So ultimately, what we check, how to find out the server time. Now, very important, very basic question again, and very useful for all working professionals. Question is, just try to understand the situation. You receive a call, and on call, the team is saying, I'm not able to log in, or that server which you are looking into, I'm not able to connect to the server. If you are not able to connect to the server, there could be n number of reasons. What all are the top 2 reasons at least? Either network problem. Second, server is not up and running. That means server is down due to whatever reason. Maybe due to power failure. That could be a number of reasons. Top 2 reason is this. So simply he called you saying that, okay, can you please check? What you will do? Go to Putty, click on the whichever server he mentioned, and after that you can. If server is down, you yourself will not able. It will give you system error, not server not reachable, or different type of error we used to get. So if you are getting same error, you will inform them saying that I'm also not able to log into server. But what happened, once you receive call, it took you time, maybe 10-minute time to just go and check the system and log in. What you found that you are able to log into the server, the way we have done it. But it might happen in between, server was down and up, that means rebooted. Due to n number of reasons, it used to happen in the organization. Extra load is there on the server. What will it will crash? We used to say server crash. Server crash means it will just like in Windows also we used to find. Due to whatever reason, it restarted. So that restart is in this term, little bit the technical term we used to server crash. How you will come to know it crash? Definitely it is not your domain because it is being checked or done by the system admin, but at least basic information because your database or your application is running. If it is down, first call will come to you. So you have to check whether server. So how to find out server was rebooted? So there is a command uptime. What uptime will show? The server is running for this hour or this many number of days. So if it will show you server is running for 10 minutes, that means what? Just recently 10 minutes back the server was up. It proved that server was down. Now you can, after you inform that okay, server was rebooted, it is running only for last 10 minutes, then they will just talk to the system admin or that specific team. They will do all the R&D, why it failed, why it crashes and all those things. But see, your input on that time is very, very, very much valuable. Your input will help them to reach to specific department. They are going to fix it so that in future it can avoid it. So see what it is saying, server is running for 1 day, this many hours. 7 users are connected. Maybe few of you have connected. I'm not sure who is, but I can also check that who from their name is not, but we'll be able to check. So whatever this 4-5 information is very vital. And the main thing is that these now, whatever we have learned in last 15, 20 minutes, or maybe half an hour, is it very tough? What you guys are, can I get tough or is it tough? Yes or no? I need response. See, you yourself is saying, and whatever we are doing in the, it's a real server only. The load is not there and the work is not getting done. But see, and that is the reason I have said that one of candidate video. But it's a big myth we have that okay, it's a very tough. It's not for me. Yes, if you think it's not for me, it's not for us. That's a different story. But this is all a myth. That only, and I can bet maybe a few of you are from that computer science background. They also don't know this. Most of them. Maybe command wise they might be knowing, but The context, whatever the way we are discussing, that is not known to them. It's not their fault, as I mentioned. Okay, now, okay, so we came to know uptime, the version, the top command, CD, LL, then we have gone through touch, how to just check whether the file or directory. We just find out what is the size, if somebody wants to check the size, where to look into, all those. But the next immediate question, how many number of just like CDE drive we used to have? So what all are the drive? What all are the drives we all have in this server? So whoever have a little idea other than one person, I'm sure he knows. Can anybody tell me what could be the way to find out what are all other drive available in this particular server? Anyone? I'm just stopping the screen and just I'm giving 30 seconds. Because I checked a few of you are aware with the Linux. So I want to just check whether that basic command we have, if we know it, how to check which all other drive we have in this server. And a few of you, if you have already connected, you just ping me, just use that command and put in the chat box. So Srinitya, no idea. Whoever is knowing it, okay? If you can share. If you have idea, 20 more seconds to go. I know. Aman, you are not going to attend this session next day onwards. I know you are aware with. You are about to finish the entire course. Okay. So let me share it. So here, one thing just to mention here, in Linux, we are not saying something called drive. Drive in Windows is equal to mount point in any Unix flavor system. So here we used to say mount point. How many number of mount point we have? Mount point means you can relate with the drive. C drive, D drive, E drive. So the command is, as Aman have just already typed it, it's the same command. So as per common, just read this heading. And this is going to give you a lot of clarity what is all about. This is the heading and it will give us lots of clarity what this is all about. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As a common sense or common understanding, these all are the mount point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mount point is there in this server. What you are going to get different in the project, this may differ. Name can be X, Y, G, maybe A, B, C. Any name can be depend on the organization standard. But sir, how to just change this name? I don't like it, this dev or run or something. It's none of our business. It is getting done by the system engineer. We are going to use maybe as a developer or as a database admin or as a WebLogic admin or different. As per company standard, as a whole product standard, they will create everything mount point and even folder. They will allocate how much space is needed for that mount point, this mount point. Definitely they used to take requirement from the team. And after that, they will just give the name with that many number of GB or size. Maybe 100 GB, maybe terabyte, 1 terabyte, maybe 10 terabyte. So here, say I'm explaining one thing, one mount point or one drive. So this is called dev, one drive is there. Total size is this much. Out of that, use is this much only. And available this much. So we used to be crystal clear here that what is the size of that particular drive or mount point. What is free, what is what. One of the main activity you are going to do if you are building your career into this, you are going to check this command that it is 80% or below. The moment it will go 80% up, system is there in place, you are going to get call saying that, okay, can you please check this server? There is a space issue. So what command you will give? The moment you got call, come here, df minus h, you will be seeing here, instead of 1% use, it may be 81%, maybe 85%, it may be 90%, maybe 95%. So, but sir, by looking into this, what we will do? What happened? N number of activity used to happen, right? Due to that, N number of files get generated. And the drive used to fill up. Now, here our role or your role will be which file is important, should not be deleted, which file is useless, you can delete it. How you will come to know which one, that is you are going to learn from your team to start with. And that is reason to start with, nobody will give access to your production server. Sir, what is production server? It's totally new for all of us. We never heard what is production. So simple as a common sense, whenever we are doing any testing kind of thing, any testing, so always for all organizations, as per standard, bare minimum 2 server will be there for same application. Bare minimum 2, it may be 3, it may be 4 also, but bare minimum 2. Whenever you are doing any activity first time for the testing purpose, you will do in the server that is not being used by all the public. So that we used to say test server or development server. So whatever activity you will be doing first there. Once everything tested, there are a number of processes there for that testing and all. Once everything is done, then the same thing you are going to do in the production. Same thing. So 2 environment, 2 server used to be there. Directly nobody is going to use the server that is being used by the public. Because something breaks, suppose you are doing the activity in the server of maybe Air India or maybe IRCTC. The moment due to some or the other reason, if you delete one of the important file, can you believe all over India that reservation system, if it is there, it will be crash. Nobody will be able to log into it. What will happen? For your job means what will happen to that organization? Such a responsible work is done. Giving delete command is anybody can, if you are in 3-4 class, you also do. But that time, which one is to remove, which one is to keep, that is very responsible job. And that is the reason to start with in the production server, that is where the actual things are happening, you are not going to get access. You have to just start with that lower end. If you will delete something, at least business is not going to be impacted. So that always we have to remember. So again, we have learned new thing here. 2 environment, production development or production test. Most of us, most of us? None of us are aware with this. Forget about any background in this. Again, I'm always comparing because just to break the myth all of us have. So coming back to how to this percentage. Now, I'm adding one more thing here, keeping in mind the working professional thing. 2 level of warning we used to get, or 2 level of check is there. One is known as warning. So certain level reach, what is that certain level? Is 80%. I was just repeating yesterday, it depends on the standard, but as per as the global standard, 80% is the threshold. For some company, it may be 75%. For some company, maybe 85%. For some company, little more. But standard for warning is 80%. Now, if it is reaching 95%, that is the critical alert. Critical means it's emergency. Because if that 95%, if the space will exhaust, your server will crash. The server will crash means, can you feel what will happen? Entire system, that means it's a blackout kind of thing. Nobody will be able to use that. If it is for maybe Air India, nobody will be able to purchase ticket and something related to that. Such an important part is this. So if you are getting warning, you are having some liberty. Okay, you can fix it in 1 hour or 2 hours or something. But if it is critical, that means 95% means critical. That is a standard again. It may be 98% for some company. It may be 96% or maybe 92% for some company. But 95%, the moment 95% storage is already exhausted, for that there is a different level of monitoring is there in the set. In the server level, that is already the, it's a company standard mechanism. Almost all companies are following this. There is a different setup for that. The moment it will reach 95%, again, you are going to get call. And you have to fix it then and there. If not, you know the impact. If they will call you, if you will not pick up the phone, they will call you your boss. If your boss will not pick up the phone, they will call you your super boss. If needed, MD, VP, they have the authority. Because business continuity is the main aim for all of the 80 guys. So such a critical or such a huge responsibility we all are having in those situations. You have to just attempt right now. But what to do, which file to delete, not delete, that is too much technical or too much, you can say, depending on the domain, in which kind of project you are into. So though we are discussing just the basic to give you guys what is happening around you, that we should know it. That command, you can just, what command? df-h, ll, cd, touch, cat, uptime. What else? Date. These are things that only we have learned. But the part of the point is missing. Why this thing? When this thing? And that what we say exposure, experience, how it will come through this thing only. And nobody is just guiding us for that, and there's a problem. Okay, now any question? Anyone? Any question? You can wait for 30 seconds if any question, or you can unmute also, no issues. Okay, if somebody wants to speak, you can just any question, anybody? Yes, no? You guys are here or not? Silence. Okay. Okay. Touch command. If you want to create blank file, we are using touch command. Okay. Again, I'm repeating. If you are creating any blank file, touch space file name. That will be created. The blank file will be created. Now, hope nobody have any question. Again, whoever is just dropping, you can just later on join that stream again, because the room is locked. Once you are out, you will not able to in. Okay. Now, let me share again, and few command more we will discuss. Okay. So target is I'm not going to show you too much. I don't want you to get flooded with a number of new command, but at least to be comfortable, to be familiar with why we are doing this, and that is the reason I'm just instead of that basic typing the command, I'm giving the reason behind it, so that you will not able to forget it. If you'll forget the command, okay, for this purpose, some command we have learned, let's Google. The moment you Google, it will come, and you'll be able to type it. Even whatever command is there in the document, all are not known to me also. But I have the trick, within few seconds I'll be able to just use it. And right now I'm going to show, because n number of options are there. We are using LL, but n number of options will be there. Just like we have used df minus h. So what h is, what? So there are n number of options are there. That's not needed to know, just mug up everything. But if needed, if somebody wants to know, I want this specific thing only, how to check? You'll say, I'll Google it. Suppose internet is not there. So something called manual for all the softwares it's available. Okay, so let me share it. Now, just as I mentioned that LL or DF, suppose DF hyphen, one option is there, got disconnected. Let me. Okay, so LL or cat, suppose cat command was there. So if you want to know much more detail about cat, or any command somebody have asked you and you never have gone through it or never heard it, MAN, manual, okay, man. Just then see, n number of options are available. Cat, see, I've used command. I've started with this one. Then this is the command I typed. User command, name cat. Whatever is there, information. What are all of the options? See, cat option. Description. A is there, means so all. B is there, number. That means how many number of block it used. Though it's blank, so it will show 0. So likewise, I never used in my entire career. Why you are showing us? Because in case needed for you. Likewise, how to get out from it? Again, Control Z. Okay. Suppose cat LL. Man LL. Okay, because manual we were discussing. Okay, so see, if no manual entry, so for this there is no option. Just like what we are going to learn next is LS. So MN LS. LS is also very much being used. It's a, you can say, it's a very much related to LL, but some difference are there. So likewise, you know any command, if you want to know much more detail, what all are the options available, what all the purpose this command can be used for, it's a manual. It's a dictionary for that. Everything you are going to get with detail. Now, moving to one of the more, you can say again, whatever command I'm sharing, that is being used on a daily basis by the professionals. So the command next we are going to use is ls, means list. If I'll use ls and hit enter, it is showing us in this format. Bin is there, career is there, my file is there, SGSM, few of you have created this file. Somebody wants to know, I want to display all the files and folder based on their creation date. Means sorting order, maybe ascending order, maybe descending order. When it got created, which one is the latest created file, which one is the oldest created file. How to use that? How to know that? Because right now we are seeing only 3, 4. In real life, you will be getting this much. See, I'm just showing you. I'm giving suppose LL, though we all are aware with. Okay, so give me 1 minute. Okay, so I'll just show you. You might be thinking, sir, so many things. As I mentioned, there are so many things, and 95% is of no use for us. That is the system. Just like in Windows, we are having so many files, folder, and the program, and all those. Are we ever used all those? Never. Same thing here also. Okay, but just I wanted to show some files where we are going to have. See, in this, see, so many files are there. See, So what all are these and on? But so likewise, again here only maybe you are getting 100 or something. It may be thousands of lines will be there. Maybe even more, maybe lakhs. We want to see ascending order and descending order when it got created, order by time, maybe ascending or descending files. How to look that part? So for that, there is a, if you are giving only ls, it is showing in this format. If you are giving ls, it is showing in this format. If you'll give ls hyphen l, l means list. List means the way ll and ls minus l are both same. Again, I'm repeating, ll and ls minus l both are same. But ls minus l, t, ls means list, l means long list, t means time wise. Whichever is the oldest file will come on the down. New file, what you created, will go on top. Time wise sorting. See, if you see that time, you'll come to know. Date and time, you'll come to know. So old will be same. You want the reverse. Latest file you want to see in the bottom. Latest file. Latest means recently, most recently created file you want to see in the bottom. Oldest file creation stuff you want to show on the top. Same thing. LTR. R means reverse. L means long. T means time wise. R means reverse. Reverse means latest will come in the down. Oldest. See in this. So this is the, if you compare, if you see, all the latest file will be there in the, see 460 is the 30. Likewise, if you go on and on and on, you'll able to see. So ultimately, just like in Windows, we used to have in the go top, click on this date wise ascending order. Click on the date, descending orders. Same thing if you want to do here in Unix flavor system. How to do? So this is the way we will able to do it. So to show it much more easier way, here there are a lot of files, so you might be confusing what I'm doing right now. Same thing, I'm creating 3 files back to back. Okay, or it's already there. Suppose ls minus ltr. See, it's already there. So in this 3 file has been created now. So see the time, 17, 17, 19. So I gave LTR. So latest file is what? This is created. So it's coming in the last. You want, no. I want the oldest file in the down, on the bottom. Latest file in the top. What do you do? Simple. And now see, you'll able to see the difference. This is only 3, 4 file, no confusion. You'll able to see the output. Now, what is the purpose of it? And the main purpose of it is whenever some activity is getting happened on the server, and due to that activity, any good or bad for the related softwares, everything is getting written into the alert log file. So if you want to check something is written, maybe good or bad in the alert log file, you need to check the latest file. So out of 1000 file, how you will able to get the latest one? It's very tough if you don't know this command. Very tough to find. Okay, data wise, go there. It will take maybe never-ending process. But here, ls minus ltr, the latest file will come to the top. Means in the very bottom, simply cat and see what is going on, and you report that everything is good or some problem is there. Copy paste, send the email. That's it. And that is the reason by default for any professional, if they're working, if I'm not teaching you, by default, I'll be just, it's there in the, even no need to think. This is the command we all use to type this one, ls-ltr. Latest file, main purpose, that log related thing. Because whenever you're going into that for checking some health issue, something, you need to just go and check the alert log file. Now, you can ask, sir, can you please share one alert log file real thing so we can have the feeling? Definitely you will able to see it, but this is just the beginning. And if these things are clear, ultimately, next, maybe options are very big, but the basic things, what you are learning now, the same thing you all will do. Maybe here folder I'm using / home Oracle, it may be XYG folder, but activity work, same thing we will do. Same touch, same command, df-h, same the command wise, everything. Purpose will be different. And that time maybe specialization will be there. But the command wise, same thing. Okay. So this is pretty much for me for today. So let me just skip